So this pair I bought in Korea for about 20,000 Korean won. It is called SUOMY and the model is SU11, and somehow they managed to live for 2 seasons, practically for about 1 year, and they survived 3 falls from a motorcycle, and as you can see they survived not without damage. What can I say? Probably the main idea is that for 20,000 those are very nice, and I think they saved my wrist the other day, though the fall itself wasn't that hard, probably about like from 40 or 30 kilometers, but of course the impact itself was even lighter than that. They still managed to save my wrist, and my wrist was hurting for a month or so, but I didn't break anything. My hand is totally fine, thank you very much. What do I like about these gloves, apart them being very cheap? Probably the most important thing I'm looking for in every pair is a slider, and here it is not entirely soft. It is kind of hardish, on a hardish side. I have no idea what kind of material it is made of. What it says is PVC 28%, polyester 60%, sponge 6%, other blah blah blah. They are not certified, but as I said, they have some kind of hardish palm slider. And what the idea of this palm slider is to slide your wrist when you fall, instead of just practically the slider should prevent your hand of grabbing the road and let it slide. And in my case, it somehow survived 3 falls. One of those were intentional. I decided to face check how slippery the ice is actually. Suddenly there was a snow and suddenly there was an ice, and I decided to face check. They prevented somehow my wrist from being broken, and it is very nice. They are very, very comfortable and very convenient to hold clutch and brakes. I can feel every finger and thumb as well just fine. They also have knuckles protection, but of course they're not certified. And the stitching around the slider, well, as you can see, it's not entirely good. It survived full 3 falls, and here there are already some kind of sign of tearing apart. Also, another thing is that this velcro holding thing just broke the other day. And why it happened? Because when you take off those gloves, for example, you stop riding, you stop your motorcycle, you do this, and it gets back, and like absentmindedly you're trying to slide it off, and while this velcro is still attached, thus there's a strain and tear, and eventually just broken. You can prevent this easily just by doing this first, let's say, and then taking those gloves off. What I'm trying to say, why I like this very much. I have another pair of gloves which are also for summer, yeah, and the thing is very important, they are for summer. There's a mesh. It is of course not leather, it's something trying to mimic leather, but it's not. And yeah, just a little small thing which is kind of useless a little bit, but you still can somehow control your foe, maybe just, I don't know, but it's kind of shit anyway. Why I like, for 20,000 won, gloves this cheap, this pair is the only pair I could find with a hard-ish palm slider. I have another pair here, which is from Alien Monster brand, and this palm slider is actually just a rubber. I have no idea how exactly it should prevent this palm to slide. I think it will actually make it worse and just stick your hand right into the road. And the funny thing, they are actually certified with knuckles protection, but still the slider is crap. And I have another pair from the same brand which are much more expensive and they're like bulky and all that, and I still have a rubber slider, which is not exactly slider in this case. The point is, it is very hard to find a pair of gloves with a hard slider, or at least hardish, especially for that price. Even more expensive and certified popular brands, they don't have a hard slider. And the bottom line is, for 20,000 won, if you have to buy something right here, right now, this pair is very nice. And I said I've been using it for like 1 year or so, and I got this instead. Again, it is hard slider, no slider here, but those are like 100,000 Korean won. Like, you can buy 5 pairs of those for the price of those. This, and the fact that they're very, very cheap. Very, very nice pair of gloves. If you can, get it right here, right now, just to protect your hand somehow. But of course, don't get your hopes high, but it's still much better than not having anything in the first place. They are totally fine for emergency gloves, and they're very, very cheap. And as I said, they're extremely comfortable. In my case, they fit, I don't know, I would say perfectly. Knuckles are exactly where they should be. So is the palm slider. Anyway, about the size, those are XXL size, and my palm is 21 centimeter. Let's try it again. Yeah, my palm is like about 21 centimeter, as you can see. And for me, XXL size was totally fine. So what can I say? Again, bottom line, as a starting pair of gloves, if you somehow got in a motorcycle and you don't have any other options, I think this pair is legit, with a hardish palm slider, which is very surprising. I couldn't find any other pair in this or even higher price range with hardish palm slider. And I don't know, this is just a nice pair of some basic protection, and it is much better than riding without gloves at all. For 20,000 won, I totally give it a go. But of course, they feel more of a bicycle gloves than actual serious motorcycle protection. So from my perspective, good job, SUOMY, or whatever you pronounce this brand. Thank you for watching.